Welcome back to the channel. I am Mira Johansson, your channel for Greek goddesses. I am a healer, soul activator, and a feminine embodiment mentor. Today, I have another very exciting guest here on the channel, and we're going to have a talk about her journey and what she's doing now. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting and exciting. So please get ready, find your cup of tea or go for a walk and enjoy. So the guest that I have on the channel today, she is a energy healer, a Kundalini Activator, and she is helping people release trauma and emotions stored in the body. She's going to tell us a little bit more about what that can do for you afterwards. She's a channel. She's also a Reiki healer since she was 15 years old. And she is a previous Inner Goddess Awakening participant. Welcome, Mira.
Thank you.
Welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, who you are, except from what I've already told them?
I'm Mira. I'm 35 years old now, but I've always had the spirituality with me, like in my family. I've seen like spirits and stuff like that when I was a kid, so it's always been with me. But you're a teenager and life and everything, it has always been with me, but I've gone to do other things as well. When I was 15, I got initiated in Reiki. So that has been with me until I was like 31, I think, that I got this like strong pull to dive deep into the spirituality, in my spirituality. And I got the feeling that there's more inside that wants to like come out, but I don't know how. I just got that like, oh, I gotta do this. So I was like, okay, what to do then? Then I did Reiki 2, step 2, and after that I was like, oh, I gotta work more with the energies. And like I started getting a lot of like intuitive hits, like knowings that like blew my mind. I got them like, I saw them as a confirmation that okay, I'm supposed to like keep going and keep evolving and see what's in there. So I started doing like whatever I could do by myself, and like meditated and tried to connect with my guides. And I was on maternal leave with my little boy at home, and I didn't have the money to like be in a program. I saw all these programs I wanted to join, but oh, I couldn't. And I did what I could find for free, and all of a sudden like I got this energy in my hands that I didn't know what it was. And it was in my hands and it was in my body. And I just felt this so strong. And it wasn't Reiki, because I know how that feels like. That's how I came into like feeling that I want to do this more and more. And what is this energy that I'm feeling? And I had no idea what it was. Then I came to the point that I was about to start working again, and I felt like, no, I don't want to go. Like I've been working for 15 years in an industry, and it's like my soul wants more. um so but it's like it is so scary to take that leap, to go like over the threshold of being seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like the thought of what are everyone gonna think of me, because I've been like really holding the Reiki and this spirituality close to me, just sharing it with my family, because it's been like, oh, it's so scary. And it's like my nervous system was so scared. But I got that like so strong feeling that I shouldn't hold myself back because I'm scared what other people would think. It's so stupid. to live your life like so not the way I want to, because I'm scared what other people will think. That feeling, it became stronger than the feeling, the scared feeling. So
But that is also a valid feeling, and something that I see in almost everyone that I meet. I want to do something about their gifts and traits, but especially when it comes to spirituality and being a spiritual woman, we have this collective beliefs that I'm going to be ostracized if I speak about this or show myself as the spiritual woman I am in my gifts and in my power. And that is a big part of the witch wound that we women carry. But you are doing these
so
things.
strong,
So
yeah.
yeah. So
But when you start like taking those steps, it gets easier. I started taking them and I felt like, okay, I don't want to go back to that work, but I have to now. I'm going to start my business in like beauty, but also with my Reiki healing. And that was a big step to like, okay, I'm doing this. To stand.
I think that was around the time when you and I first connected on Instagram.
Yeah,
Summer.
yeah, during the summer of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're in November 2025 now, so yeah, things have changed, and we're going to go a little bit into that as well. But let's take it in chronological order, and go back to the summer of last year, where you sent me a message on Instagram, and you have been looking for, I think, the program, looking at Inner Goddess Awakening, but also you were in a position where money was a little bit difficult, but you were quite early out. So we had an arrangement where you could down pay the program in smaller chunks, and that worked for you. And also when you're earlier out, you get the super early bird price, so that helped a lot as well.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, because I wanted to join so much because I had started my work again like in the spring, so I had started to get like a little bit of money, but it's like I don't have that. I've been living with this amount of money, yeah. So that was so good that I could like pay a little bit.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's something about like the intuitive feeling that this is just something that I need to do. And it's more important than the fear, because your mission, your soul mission is so big. So you are getting that pull and a calling all the time until you're actually getting the steps.
Yeah.
And taking the steps and actually, go into the work so you can open up your gifts more and understand yourself more. Yeah, you signed up for Inner Goddess Awakening. But what was it about Inner Goddess Awakening that you felt very pulled towards?
It was like the feeling of having a mentor, a coach, someone to like, because I was like so lost. I had this energy like what is this, and and to be in a group and to feel like, okay, I'm taken care of. Like I knew intuitively that I had like these abilities within me, and I got these like knowings and stuff that was like confirmation. Okay, I'm gonna go forward. But I knew I needed some guidance and like the activations. So I just felt as well like I didn't need to read all about it and stuff. It was like, I'm gonna do this. It's the right thing. So I just felt that this is the right step for me.
Was there something specific within the program that made you sign up? Like, was it the thing about we're going to activate your soul gifts and but soul purpose, or was it more about like the feminine embodiment and the feeling of stepping stronger into yourself and your sovereignty?
It was a mix of it all, because I felt like I didn't have that embodiment. I was like a stressed like a mom with I didn't know. I didn't have the time like to sit down and get embodied. I think I needed like the push, the help, the support. like, I think the thing that made me want this so much was the like activations. I had that feeling that I need this now, and I want to like, I just need to work with this now, and I want like every ability in me just come out now because I want to do this. So I had that super strong feeling, but as well I wanted to like get that embodied, grounded feeling in it.
Yeah, for sure. And then you signed up for Inner Goddess Awakening, and you actually developed quite fast, I would say. You opened up quite fast. And I think your curiosity and excitement about what we were doing and the integration processes and everything helped you very much to truly embody that quite quickly, the work, the energy work that we did. And made things, appear quite quickly from time to time. Like I feel like you had, or like from in between all of the sessions, you had something new to tell us.
Yeah.
To tell the group, like this happened last time, and I was doing this, and yeah, you had a lot of beautiful sharings. I think also that is the strength of being in a group, because you have someone to share your experiences with, and when you were just are speaking them out loud or getting into a conversation about what is happening, that's a part of the embodiment journey as well.
Yeah.
Get the support and the feedback from the others. That
It really is. And when you're in a group, you get like, it's so good to just hear what other people ask you and what they get, and like and to write in the chat like, oh my god, I got this, and what does this mean to you? And we could support each other so much, and they are my friends now as well, because even though we don't talk every day, but it was such a nice like community.
yeah. And it's this like a fellowship journey kind of thing, where you all are experiences very different things, but at the same time you are on the same journey, and you have that understanding between each other that this is a real thing happening, and we're here to support each other, and just to have that safe space. I think it's very developing for a lot of women, and not feeling that the loneliness that many does on their spiritual journey as well.
Yeah, because you can feel really lonely, and you meet other people that is not there at all, and then you get like pushed off that path easily, because you don't have anyone to like anchor you down in your like truth. So it's so important to like get this support. I think you can do it on your own, but I think you move so much faster when you do something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my experience as well. And I was also thinking, I wanted to address what you said about sharing your journey and actually getting feedbacks from the others, because there's so much that I don't know and have an experience with that someone else in the group have. So when someone is asking questions within the group chat and not just directly to me, you learn so much. And that's also like my experience when I have been attending groups like that, that someone else's question or sharing have been pieces in my puzzle that I needed, that I didn't know that I needed to ask of. Yeah,
Totally.
the power of a group program is huge.
I had a session with you before the program started as well, and that was so good, because then I got like an insight in where I'm from, like my guides, and that helped me a lot as well, I think. And it's so interesting because a lot of things that you said, it has like come now, so I'm gonna tell you about that.
Yeah, I would love to hear that. And if you're curious, the session that Mira is talking about now, that was a session called Goddess Codes Activation. That is now the Oracle Speaks, where we are doing activations of your gifts, and we are looking into past lifetimes and yeah, just having a look at your strengths and gifts, your uniqueness, your soul's purpose, and you're also getting the codes and the activations of those. So a lot happened already after that session, and that was, I think, before Inner Goddess started.
Yeah, it was, and it was. I remember you told me that like I have a really strong, clear feeling, and that is so true because I feel energy so clearly. Yeah. So that was so true. A lot of it has like followed like this year, so it's so interesting.
So cool. And that is what I see now, like a year after Inner Goddess Awakening and 2 years after Inner Goddess Awakening, a lot of the stuff that were channeled for you then are now like coming into fruition, and you're kind of understanding more of it and seeing more of it. So sometimes the things that you are like getting channeled then and there, they're not ready to step forward, but they will come in divine timing when you are ready to hold those gifts and trade.
Yeah, and I understand that so much now, but I remember then I was like, when can I quit my job? When can I like do this full time? And when will this come and this? And it's like, it will come quite soon, but I don't want to put like a date on it. It's like you need to go through some stuff before you're ready, and I couldn't have got like everything there and then. It would have been overwhelming, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the thing. And I think sometimes our human brain can't understand it. So I want to speak a little bit about your Inner Goddess Awakening journey. Was there something through the program that was like surprising for you? Do you remember something happening, like a aha moment or something similar?
I got a lot of like clear knowings, like things popped up in my head, and it was like, what could this mean? Okay, I'm gonna, like, remember the time when I got like Lion King, a little piece of Lion King in my head, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check that clip. And then they are saying something that's it resonates so much with what I'm like in right now. So it's like, okay, I don't look at Lion King. The last time I looked at Lion King was like several years.
Yeah.
So it's like those things was so interesting. And that one time I got like, I should watch Sex and the City. And that came in my head so many times it was like 2-3 weeks it came and like watch Sex and the City, and I'm like, I don't watch TV, I don't have the time to sit down and like watch a series. But then I was like standing there folding laundry, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put on Sex and the City. And I was like, okay, there's so many episodes. I'm just gonna pick one, poof. And I watched it, and the last words that Carrie says was like, okay, that's what I needed. I don't remember now. I have written it in like a book, but it's like, okay, I needed to hear that, and it was like the last thing she said. So a lot of that, but also like the cool thing that you told me that you can work with the Kundalini energy. It was when you were like channeling my guides, and that came through. And the day after, the energy in my spine like just started to move, and I was like sitting there and like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah, you filmed yourself, I think, and you showed us in the group.
It was so cool. I just got that like information that I can do that, and it's like activated it in me.
Yeah, and that is the power of channeled messages, because it carries codes, and it speaks to your soul and speaks to your cells, and you were so ready then. So that was just what you needed to activate the Kundalini.
Yeah.
And I think this was this a little bit half out in the program towards the end?
And yeah, it was because then we had like done a lot of activations because the whole journey was, yeah, I loved every bit of it, and I felt that like my nervous system calmed down more and more, and I felt that I didn't get like the stress that I could get like it's morning with the kids, I'm gonna go and the stress is here. It was like, okay, no need. Yeah. So I
More
really
into
felt
time.
that shift. And like I need to get my nervous system regulated for my abilities to come forth.
That's a very, very good point as well. And some people are very impatient because they want their gift to be activated, but sometimes our body isn't ready. Because in some of the gifts that we carry, like channeling and energy healing and Kundalini work as well, that's energy. Our body needs to be strong enough to hold it, and our nervous system needs to be strong enough to hold it. And if it's not ready, then the gifts won't be activated before you're ready. So that's a very, very good point. Yeah.
And I've been so like I wanted everything right away.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
did. And I felt stress like I've started my business and now I want to like do only this and give it to me.
Yeah.
But now I know it has to take time, and yeah, it all is so like precious every step of the way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know why, but it's just dropped down in my head while you were talking now, and we were talking about gifts and all. I remember through Inner Goddess Awakening, sometimes you were very interested in crystals.
Mm.
And we started to talk about the spirit of the crystal, the Deva. I looked into what that meant for you, and turns out you have been working with crystals for many lifetimes before,
Yeah.
and that you could activate and program crystals in this lifetime, and that was something that you were also supposed to do. And it's just, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks or something since I actually saw you on Instagram
Mm.
without a
Mm.
story where you were activating crystals.
Yeah, I do that. So I love to be able to activate them because I sell like bracelets and stuff, and then I'm activating them with filling them with the energy that the person needs. So yeah, it was so nice to like get your insight and point of view on that.
And that's so cool that you're like personalizing crystals for people
Yeah.
and letting them up. Yeah.
Mm.
Crystals are very, very powerful when you understand how to work with them and use them, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say is your biggest transformation through Inner Goddess Awakening?
It's so hard to just like say one thing, but it was just what I needed. I need to do this. And that feeling became so strong in me after this program. I can't do anything else. So I know my path, and I felt like this so deeply. And I got so many tools and so many like knowings, and the feeling of I'm on my path and I just need to keep going. I was so lost before. If I wouldn't have joined your program, I don't know. I would probably like be stuck way behind. Yeah, it accelerated me forward. It activated me and got my ground, safe, stable ground to start building from.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's something about like the clarity, and sometimes we just need someone else to tell you that you can actually do this. It's
Yeah.
not just something that you are feeling or imagining within yourself. It's actually valid, and it is a calling that you have.
When I get that confirmation, you don't even know what I'm like feeling, that I have this like clear feeling. I feel these energies. And when I get the confirmation as well, and like everything resonates with me. It feels like I need to do this because it's not my imagination.
Do you have an experience in Inner Goddess Awakening where you felt something changed? Like this is the turning point.
I think I had a lot of those, but in the end, it was really like powerful when we stepped into our highest timeline. And I felt that shift as well in the beginning when we met our higher self. That was really powerful, and I could like see her so clearly.
How did you see her?
I could like see her, but because she was like so big and she had like big hair and it all was so big and like powerful, and I got the feeling that I have so much that's like inside of here, and that just needs to come out. And if I just follow my intuition and what like lights me up, I will get there. And so that was really, really powerful. But all
beautiful.
yeah.
We're working with your higher self and meeting your higher self. And I think that is the thing that I hear and that I also experienced that I hear most time is how big your higher self is. Like that is the version of yourself where you are standing fully in your light and sovereignty and divinity and expressing your fullness. And your higher self is yourself. It is your highest potential. And we all have that potential of stepping into our dreams and most desired life, because our higher self has already done that. So she's a guide. She's on our spiritual team. But yeah, she's also someone that you can connect with and start to embody from what you are feeling and experiencing when you are connecting through her. So that is very powerful.
And another thing was like the session when you connected to our guides, and I could get like so much information that resonated with me so deeply. And the thing about the Kundalini energy, that was like, because that's what I do mostly now, and it's so cool. I've been thinking about it, like how many things that I've gotten small nuggets of during the program that are now like, okay, I'm living it now. A year later. That was really important for me, I think, to get that Kundalini knowing and okay, this energy started moving. And from there, it just, I'm gonna talk about that later.
We absolutely want to hear more about that. But yeah, that's so amazing that you are like seeing the red thread through your life and through Inner Goddess Awakening and into what you are doing now. We've been a little bit into this, but how did you feel stepping out of Inner Goddess Awakening compared to when you step into the program? And that was 4 months.
It's hard to step out of a program because it's like the safe.
It's the bubble.
The bubble, and you're like pushed out in reality.
And you have to fly for yourself.
So that was like, okay, now what? Now what? How will I, like, the feeling of, can I like keep evolving by myself? Because you like that. It's cozy in that bubble. Had to like just trust that my intuition, what comes up that I should do, which path I should take. I had to just trust that if it feels right. Because I left Inner Goddess Awakening with this, like, now I'm gonna do this, but how? Because so it was hard to look at, okay, this path, is this right for me? Should I like take this training, or should I just wait for it to unfold by itself? And it's like, what, do I need this training or not? And so that's hard. But when I just like started to follow that okay, this feels right, just do it, don't think about it so much, then everything like started to unfold for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I remember you and I had a little bit of a chat on like just DMs about like, well, what should I do? Like, what's the next thing? Because you were very focused on, I want to do this as a business of mine. Like, I want to leave my job in the industry and just do this. And as you have been already telling us, you had already started your beauty business and you have your own location where I guess you're sitting.
Yeah, it's in my house, but it's a studio.
Yeah. And you wanted to do even more of the healings. And I remember during the program as well, I got the impression that you didn't do a lot of energy work, even though you were doing and could do Reiki.
Yeah.
You had perhaps a few people that you did Reiki on, but then
Yeah.
I remember you started to like try more and more.
Information that I got when you checked the like, what is this energy? Because I was like, yeah, but what is this? Because I had felt that for some months then, and I didn't know it was like an healing energy. And I got that like confirmation from you checking with the goddesses, the guides, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna start practicing this. And then I had like a free distance healing session for everyone wanted to join, and like over 70 people joined, and I was like, oh my God. I had that and I got so good like feedback. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna start using this. And to like, I still had the Reiki for those who wanted it, but it got more and more in the energy healing. I saw like so many shifts in people with that energy. That was like, I think the biggest thing in the program was that I got the confirmation that you can work with this what you're already feeling, because I knew I could like work with healing in other ways. I didn't know how to do it, but then I had that energy that I'm feeling like all the time, and I just started using that. So otherwise I don't know if I would have started to do that. So that was so good.
Yeah, and I think this is what you're telling us now is a big part of your success. That you got the information and you had the knowing that you were here to do something like this, but then you also did the action afterwards, because so many are receiving the information, but they're not like embodying it. So when you took the action steps and actually had that online distant healing, you are starting to embody what you already know.
Yeah.
And that is also when you're starting to use your gifts on other people. And I'm speaking from experience, but also what I see in many of my clients. When you are starting to practice on people with your gifts, that is where like the big bang is actually happening.
Yeah.
Because I also see a lot of people that are knowing that they have gifts, but they don't dare to take that step out and start to practice on people and taking a little bit of a bigger chance,
Yeah.
like you did. Like you could actually just continue on practicing on one-on-one client, but then you were like, "Oh, let's do this for a group and see how that works." And that's so beautiful, because then you actually get to see what you're capable of. And you're starting to build that confidence within yourself that, oh, this is something I can do, because you're getting a lot of feedbacks in a very short amount of time. And I don't say that for everybody they're meant to work with groups, but I think you are meant to.
Yeah, I can like look back and feel like, oh my God, how did I like dare to do that? And like put myself out there and take all these steps. But yeah, I just knew I had to. And I already had my business running. Besides my work, I did this. And it was like, I can't just keep doing the Reiki when I have the opportunity to do this. So I just have to start.
And I think it's something about when you have that calling towards something that is bigger than you, like your purpose, your mission, taking the risk of trying is smaller than taking the risk of not trying, because then you're kind of losing yourself, and you, especially like if I can feel into my own path and my own journey, I would feel that I was just wasting time here on earth because I knew that I was there to do something else.
Yeah, and that's the like inner knowing that I think starts to come in so many people, that there's more.
Yes.
Can't keep doing this. I can't hold myself back because I'm afraid of what other people might think, and like in this comfortable little, oh, I'm just gonna sit here at my work and I hate it, but it's like I know what this is. I feel I meet a lot of people that are like, "Ah, I just got this feeling, I need to like look into this and what's
Yes.
inside."
Yeah, because we are in a big collective shift of where the individual are supposed to step into their uniqueness and into their gifts. It's like we are a big orchestra and we are all playing our instrument, and that is making like the perfect harmony between each other.
Yeah, and you shouldn't like compare yourself to others, because like in the group in a Goddess Awakening, we were so different, and everyone had their like what
Journey.
they're doing, yeah, their journey. And it's like, it's so interesting to see that everyone has their thing, and it's so important because
Yeah.
together we create such a like beautiful world.
Yeah, absolutely. And also just the knowing of fast doesn't mean better, but actually slow progression is also like
Yeah.
it is divine timing of that person,
Yeah.
as we've been speaking about a little bit before, that like if it went too fast, it would be too overwhelming, and not compare yourself and think that I'm lesser than because she is going faster than me, because we
Yeah.
all are our time in our journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, after Inner Goddess Awakening, you started to explore more of the Kundalini energy.
I did. At
About that.
first, yeah. At first, I didn't really know how to like start, but I sat like in meditation and called in that energy, and I felt it a lot. Then I just came like, I stumbled into an Instagram that was like, okay, what is this? They're doing like they're working with the Kundalini energy, and it's like I just got the pull there, and I wasn't searching for like I'm gonna train in a Kundalini program or anything, because I didn't then I didn't know like I'm gonna work with Kundalini. It was just okay, it's so interesting, it has like awakened in me. I felt a strong pull to training that's called tempo codes. It's so crazy to like to feel that the amount of money is like the steps from thinking that something is really expensive, like 4,000 Swedish kroner is so much to put into a little program or something. And then it expands because I understand what it can give me.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, but yeah, I'll figure it out. And I'm like, I had that in my back of my mind that I wanted to do that training, but it was like, oh, it's so much money, and how can I do that? And then I just like, oh no, I need to do that. So I took the leap and went to that training in August. And it's like there my Kundalini energy just woke up so much. I really got that journey of starting with nothing happening. It's so much because we work with the energy that that needs to get their shit out of us, like the stuff that's been with us for so long that's weighing us down, that starts to come out. And for me, it was like in the training, it was the first 3 days of activations. I was just lying on the floor, crying my eyes out. And my friends in the room, some of them were like, wow, it was so much was happening. And it's like, why is this the only thing that's happening for me? I'm just lying here crying. But that was like the journey for me. I needed to like release that in order to, on the 4th day, my spine just started to move, like,
because that is something that you can see in like a Kundalini activations, that people are lying on the floor, their spines are moving, like way.
You can see a lot of that. I tell my clients that we each one of us have our journey, and some of us are like so ready. It's like the activation just and the body just moves, and they haven't even worked with energy before. But for some, there's a lot that needs to come out, and it's like we're an onion and we peel off the layers each session. We go deeper and deeper. So it's a journey, and we can't like, okay, I push this button, beep, and now the Kundalini energy is like lasting. That wouldn't be so good, I think, to just get, like we've said, like if you get it all, it would be like overwhelming.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about what is Kundalini? What is Kundalini energy for people who don't know?
Yeah, because it's easy to just think that everyone knows, but Kundalini energy is like a life force energy. So like in Reiki, I also work with life force, but it's like it's just different ways to work, and how we work with energy in the body, and what kind of life force, I could say. So Kundalini energy is through the spine. The Kundalini energy is rising from the root chakra down in the base of the spine. It works its way up to the crown, and it takes steps. So in a Goddess Awakening, my like spine below here, like down here, it started to move, but then a couple days later it started to pulsate in my neck. So it moved quite fast there, I think, but you can see it as steps in the spine, and the deeper you go and work with the things that needs to like get released, you make room for the energy to flow. And when you make room for this energy to flow, you get more in touch with who you are, your true self. The world right now is, we get so many from Instagram, and it's like, oh, I should live my life like this. And, you can lose yourself totally.
Yeah, absolutely. Become another person that you are.
So you get like reconnect with who you are, who your soul is. And a full Kundalini awakening can make you like understand everything, and it's like, you get a clearer like look on the world, and how you should live your life, and how it's all like how it's all come together.
Everything is interconnected.
Exactly, but it's step by step, and this energy can make you like move, and it pulls out the things that need to come out. So a lot of my clients, they like cry a lot, and a lot of them get like really motions, like you can shake. And like for me, when it started to like activate, I got a lot of, it was like I did sit-ups.
Workout.
So a little workout there. So it's so different how it shows itself. And some of my clients, they just lay there and it's like so calm, but you get what you need and what you're ready for. Yeah, so I work with de-armoring as well. We are taking away the armor that we have like built up from traumas, from feelings, from everything that we've been through. We can put up like an armor that protects us, and it could be really uncomfortable to like take that off. So some of us have a really hard armor you need a lot of work to get in there, and most of us don't have like that super armor, but it's so different. So I'm working with the body as well, and like pushing where I feel that there could be energy stuck. I can push a little bit and like release the energy and take it away.
Can I just ask, do you like do the pushing physically, or is it just with energy without touching?
Physically, and like in the energy field, I work a lot, and I work a lot with just touch, like soft touch. But on some spots, it's like, okay, here I need to like push a little bit, and some maybe I'll come to the point where I'm like really somatic and pushing, because I've experienced that in the training when Simon, one of the trainers, he pushed my thigh, and it's like, oh, and everything came out. I just started crying, and it something really got released. So he's working a lot with the somatic, and Tem, the other trainer, she's more with the energy and the softer touch. So I'm like in between, a little, not hard, but I feel when I should like push a little to call the energy up. And also, like you said in before Inner Goddess Awakening, in that goddess codes, you said that I will be able to have my light language to come out. And I remember you said like in not that long, and I'm okay, but when?
That's always the question.
And I went into the training with the feeling like, oh, okay, can this like, because I want to experience it all. I want my body, I want to feel how it is to get that body that's moving and like so much coming out and visibly showing as well, because it's like you can know that it changes a lot, but when you feel that your body moves without you doing anything, it's like, okay, this is so cool. And I felt that, oh, can my light language come now? And after the training, like a couple of weeks after, suddenly, poof, it came.
Wow.
Yes, and now I'm working with the light language as well in my sessions. So I'm working a lot with the light language, and I feel that it really helps the energy to find its way and to like come, the thing that needs to get released, I like summon it to come up. Okay, now we take it away.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. And for the people who don't know what light language is, it is frequencies and sounds. It's not a language, like a spoken language, like we are speaking English or Norwegian or Swedish. It is frequencies coming from your soul. So it's light in sounds. And usually people have different light language. Some call it a language of the soul, and that's also why many will experience different light language. And some have some like similarities because they have connections to different star systems and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's very, very interesting and very, very powerful. The frequencies are extremely powerful. the sound of light language.
Yeah, since I started using it, it was like scary at first to in the session just before. Okay, so I might talk light language, and this is what it is, and just be open to it. But when I started using it, it's like it's so powerful, and I get that confirmation that wow, when you speak to me, I feel the energy like moving. I feel that my light language gets stronger when I see in the client that, okay, something wakes up here. So then it's like, oh my God, it just flows because then it's like, okay, here we need to work. So yeah, it's so interesting because I was wondering how will it feel, because I can't just like try to speak it. It needs to just start.
It needs to come. Yeah, it needs to come. You can't control it or figure out how your light language is. It's like opening the floodgates, and then it's there when it's activated.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so it's so interesting that so many things have like unfolded during the year.
Yeah, and it's less than a year since you started the journey of inner goddess awakening, so things are moving quite fast for you. But I also think that when you take the risks, like we talked about a little bit, like things are moving fast. It's like you're saying to the universe, "I'm ready. Like, let's go. Let's do this."
Yeah, and I feel that like the next step to energetically, like, because I'm now I've left my job for 6 months in the industry to like only do my work, but the next step is to like call in my resignation, or what we say. And I feel that that will do a lot, because when we show the universe and everything that, okay, I'm here for it, I'm gonna do this.
You're serious.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, there's a lot of steps to just showing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about like the Kundalini activation and deep energy work that you are doing there. What kind of transformations do you see in people, and what can it do for people?
Yeah, it's so different what it gives people. I've had a couple clients coming here and saying that they've been like in therapy for many years, and they felt that the therapy, they've heard the words from the therapist, and maybe that you're enough, it's not your fault, and everything like this, but it couldn't like get into them.
Yeah.
But in the session, they get the words and the feeling from inside. So that was just what they needed, was like the feeling that of calmness, and they can like leave the thing, the trauma, what they've been through, and get that calm feeling that it's not my fault. I have other clients that are like really stressed, like ADHD, like running their businesses and having so much that feels like in their life they can manage so much better. And yeah, they are like and things that come to them, like angry people and the stress, it doesn't move them as much at all. I have another client that's so interesting. She came, and right away in the first session, it's like her soul is like, I've been waiting for this. She's like,
I'm getting goosebumps.
yeah, it's, her body is all over the place. I've started doing a lot of my sessions on the floor because a lot of clients are moving a lot. So to be on a bench is quite like
suddenly you can fall off.
Yeah.
It's a bit limiting. Yeah.
So she's all over the place, and it's so interesting because she has, talking about light language, she has never ever seen anyone do light language, like the movements. So and she started in the session, at first her hands were like just like, and then her hands were like doing all these movements that I've seen.
Signing light language, actually.
Yeah, it's so clear. it was so clear. So it's so interesting every time because I have a lot of clients coming back because they feel that it gives them so much. And she's like, it's something that wants to come out. Her soul is like, and now even after the sessions, she can, like, in a calm state, the light language comes. And she hadn't ever seen that. So I showed her a video of a person doing light language. I was like, you're doing this. And she's like, oh my God, I felt that my fingers were like, so it's super interesting to see, people are reconnecting with the past lives, abilities. Yeah, they see past lives like flashing by. So it's so different. Some of them need to like find peace with their like inner child. And we can go into a session with a thought of what the intention will be, but there's something totally different. And they're like, oh my God, I really needed this. At some points, they're like so calm, and it's like they're in a cocoon and just being like, because I call in the guides who are supporting, and they feel them just, okay, we're giving you like all this love. In many ways, it can support you in your everyday life. Like so many just say that they're so happy and they've found like a new way of looking at life, I think. And they dare to speak out what they need and what they want and how they feel. And so they get empowered, I think.
Yeah, and it sounds like you get to express yourself fully, like
Yeah.
your authentic self are stepping more and more forward
Yeah.
and living from your truth.
Authenticity.
Yeah, the
So
truth and your soul. See,
that's what we do. Go to the in the depth of you and pull up you,
yeah.
your true self, and how that wants to like be expressed.
That's so powerful.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of clients have these past lives, and that we're like calling back their gifts as well. That feeling of, uh, I had one session just a week ago where I saw her in like a Greek garden, and it was like inner goddess awakening feel.
Yeah, because the goddesses are also guiding the group through a temple garden.
Yeah. So it was so interesting because I saw that, and the feeling that we needed to call back her powers from that lifetime. And when I told her about this after the session, this was an online session, and I told her that I saw you like in a Greek garden. You had like this outfit, Greek outfit, and she's like, what? I saw that as well. So she saw that as well in the session. So it's like, okay, boom. then
Great confirmation for both of
yes,
them.
yeah. So that was really cool.
That is very, very cool. That's amazing. And do you Kundalini activations both online and like
Yes.
live face?
Yeah, so I have a lot of sessions here in my studio, but more and more come to me online as well, and I get so good confirmation. Like energy knows no limits, and then you know that we worked with Inner Goddess Awakening just online, and it's like it's so cool to feel.
Yeah, energy. Yeah, absolutely. And energy transcends time and space, so you don't have to be there physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's the power with being like in the physical room with you when you were
Yeah,
doing this kind
then
of
you're
things.
feeling the touch, and so of course that's different, but the energy is just the same, just as powerful. And I've had a lot of online sessions this past week that has like, oh, it's so nice to hear how powerful it is and how it changes their life. So actually tonight I'm having an online session, so it will be a group online session. So a full moon ceremony session, that will be so nice.
Yeah, because it's full moon
Yeah,
today.
it won't be when this video goes out.
No. But yeah, you just have to follow Mira's Instagram and then you'll see when she has other group sessions like that.
Yeah.
And we're going to wrap up a little bit here. Where can people find you? We're also going to add that in the descriptions below.
Right now, like my Instagram is where I work. So I have my Instagram and I have my page where people can book. Write me a message on Instagram and I help you with the booking if you can't like figure out how to book it. But I have a link through to my Boka Direkt, it's called in Sweden. Yeah, so that's where you can find me, and I'm gonna do all these Facebook and stuff and website, but I haven't like
Do you work only with Swedes or Nordic people or like people from all over the world?
I want to work with everyone. I want to work. Yeah, I would like to work like all over the globe. So definitely working with everyone that wants to come. So yeah, but now it's mostly like Norwegian and Swedish, but I can do anywhere.
You're open, and I've seen lately that on your Instagram you've started to write both in Swedish and
Yeah,
English, so people can.
yeah, 'cause I want everyone to be able to find this. I feel that like everyone should do like some kind of energy work because it does so much for you. So I can genuinely say that it doesn't feel like I need to sell my services, because I genuinely feel that it makes a lot. It has changed my whole life.
Yeah,
So with
the same goes for me.
yeah, so yeah,
Same.
so everyone should be like in a program in a Goddess Awakening if that's their path, and like we all find our way.
Yeah.
But
I
if
think,
everyone would like do a little bit of energy work, I think like the world would be such a more beautiful place than it's.
yeah, absolutely. I think so as well, because now in like the modern time, we only see the human being as a mental and physical being and not the spiritual one. But that is coming forth more and more, and that is what we see in energy healing, that we are so much more than just this body. We are a soul, and we have all these connections to past lifetimes, our ancestors, the collective field, and all of this are shaping us in some kind of way and making these layers that you were talking about, that you need to peel away to get to the core of yourself.
Yeah.
And I think like traditional therapy can be good for someone, but like you were saying, for some it just stops and you have this wall and you can't come behind it until you're getting into the energy of the things and of the matter.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
all do it in our way, and some like I have one client that's been like doing extreme sports all her life and running from the traumas of her childhood, like running the mountains like like crazy, and it's like I can't run my whole life to just get away from that. So she started coming to me, and it's like, oh my God, so much has shifted in her.
Beautiful, so beautiful. And to wrap it up fully, would you recommend Inner Goddess Awakening to another woman, and why?
It's so life-changing. It has been so life-changing for me because it has given me like the push forward and the like activations. I recommend anyone that wants to reconnect, to connect to themselves and to evolve and have their abilities like come out, and if you want to be in like a safe container and talk to other people and have that support, it's so good. So I recommend everyone that is interested to just take the leap. It's just like, if you have trouble with the money, it will like work out when you just take that step.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. That
Mm.
is beautiful. And I want to thank you for coming here. And I'm really inspired myself to do a Kundalini activation with you now, because I've had one, but I didn't experience a lot. I just saw a little bit of pictures. I could feel a little bit of like pressure in my chest, I think. But yeah, didn't actually understand the wholeness of a Kundalini activation. I feel that it's much clearer after talking to you today.
Because it's these steps, yeah, you need to like take the steps, and then yeah, you will have that I think.
Yeah.
I think you can be really close to the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate you, and wish you so much luck, and like wish you the best with your work and all of the magic and medicine that you're putting out there. And I truly believe that it's not long until you are fully quitting the other job and you're doing this full time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.